Well, this is now, it's at this point, really from here on out, everybody's really capable of beating you. I think the 4 games that we've played, we should have won. We had mixed results. We had some good results. But now all these teams are solid. Some are really good. Some could be really good. But certainly the athleticism, everybody's looking at having a good year. The Maui tournament, typically, they research us pretty well as far as who they want there. They know who's going to be on your team before they invite you. I mean, they're pretty picky so as to avoid bad games, and they've typically have come up with a really good feel. So we'll kind of see where we are. I'm sure the younger guys will be shocked as to the level of athleticism and just the difference in the teams that we will play now from this point forward.
How do you think you guys should match up? Or are you curious to see as well?
Well, I am curious to see. It's now you're starting to see contrast. You'll see contrasting styles. Arkansas will press for 40 minutes, and they'll come at you with good depth and quick athletes and try to wear you down. We've not seen that. We've not been on the road. And then, if you play Minnesota in the second round, they're a little bit of the same. They're in great shape, and they'll press. Syracuse, we know they'll zone. They got a great zone. So it's you're going to get a lot of different styles, and I don't know. I know that of the guys that are returning, they will be able to adjust to it. They've played against it before. None of the freshmen have.
With Arkansas, it's been a continuation of that style of play they've had for a number of years. That hasn't.
Well, that's what Mike's the way he's always played. They did that in Missouri. They played small and they played 5 out and tried to pressure. And of course, Ricky played for Anderson at Missouri, so he knows what's coming. And they try to get in great shape. They try to run a lot of people at you. They try to wear you down. So the last 10 minutes of the game, they feel like you'll give in. Run the risk of playing their style, thinking, hey, this is fun, and then you start getting up and down pretty soon you get tired because you're not used to doing that. So that's all part of the plan.
And how do you stack up against that style, do you think?
Well, we'll see. I don't know. Like I say, we have not seen that. We've played mostly against zone, and where we've probably had the best athletes on the floor. Now it's going to be a whole different scenario.
How curious you to see how Richard will do against this level? He's rebounding great numbers so far, and I think you expect that from him, but it's going to be different now.
Well, there'll be a lot more there'll be a lot more competition for balls. Although a lot of the rebounds Rich is getting, of course, come at the defensive end, and theoretically he's on the inside to start with, and he's as athletic as most kids in the country in terms of going up and getting the ball. I wouldn't think offensive rebounds might not be as easy to come by, but defensively he's on the inside, and if he's not tired, he'll release and go get the ball. Of course, that's all predicated on them missing. We're hoping that happens.
Arkansas present a particular challenge to Justin as your point guard, a guy who's got to organize against that pressure?
Well, Ty's in there. Ty can help him that way as well. That's where, again, having veterans on the floor is going to be pretty important. Whether, if I have Sam Singer in there, for example, you're going to want to have Ty or probably Justin in with him, and that's kind of what we've tried to do with our lineup a little bit, is have somebody that's not as experienced. But you can't panic. You have to make solid plays, and they'll learn that hopefully quick, that you can't cross-court the ball. There'll probably sometimes when they're going to try to take Justin out and not let him bring the ball up, we'll need to have a second handler in there, somebody that could bring it up and get us into offense.
Lots of time on the beach for your team, or is it all totally a business trip?
No, there's not. Beach, I mean, I don't think that's their thing to start with, but we play morning to start with, and I think even our bracket, win or lose, would be an early game. The second game is my understanding. So you don't have a lot of time. You a lot of coaching wise, you're either scouting the game, the two opponents you're going to play, and then you got to prep for it. So you're ready to practice, and then you got to have a meeting. So, I mean, I don't think beach is a big part of it. I think it's more just being there. 3 games, 3 days. You might get some time Sunday afternoon after practice before the function that you might be able to get out and take a walk and walk around. I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of other time where you're going to be really enjoying Hawaii for what Hawaii is.
When do you come back, Sunday or Monday? Sunday night or Monday?
We come back Thursday. We play the following Monday.
Right.
So we thought we'd probably try to get back early for the Irvine game.
How do you like coaching in Aloha shirts?
Well, we're not wearing them.
Oh, you're not?
No, we're just going to wear polos. I like that, though.
Yeah.
I wish everybody would adopt that. Football coaches wear sweats or sweatshirts.
Yeah.
But somehow, years ago, basketball coaches needed to, figured they needed to wear a tie and, leather-soled shoes on wood floors. But so now only the brave don't do it.
Yeah.
And of course, baseball used to wear suits and ties before they put on uniforms.
Did they?
Connie
Were we
Mack.
talking Connie Mack?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't very old when Connie Mack was managing, so I didn't know that, but makes sense. I mean, I don't know that you wear uniform. I mean, I don't know where they went from suit to wearing the same uniform, but I think you could dress more comfortably probably. When we have done that, it sure has felt good. I know that.
Anything
During
else, Coach?
the preparation for this tournament, how much have you impressed on, or tried to impress on your young players, the difference in step up in the caliber of competitions? Was that something that you would do, or you just say?
Well,
once and let it go?
they're just young and naive. They don't know. They're not going to know till they see it. I mean, they still do things they think they could get away with and that they got away with, and they're still trying to do that. And they really haven't learned that. We're still in the process of figuring out how hard we have to play, and we're not there yet. But the older guys know, but we got to play the younger guys, and we've got to get those guys some time. So that's just going to be something that they're going to have to learn on the fly.
Jordan's hit a little bit of a dry spell here. I'm curious if you advocate the whole, shoot your way out, shooters shoot their way out of it.
Well, we're kind of kidding those kids, about not going to get calluses from passing the ball. Tyrone made the comment kind of going on the hall, but we got a lot of guys that like to shoot, and we do. And, that's kind of what they're used to. So there's a learning curve in terms of making others better, and if you do, you might get the ball back and all that kind of stuff. That's something that just has to be figured out. But, there's good plays and bad plays, and there's good shots and bad shots, and I don't think we've quite gotten to the point where they've figured out maybe I need to pass on this one and wait for the next shot because it's a better one. I've asked the kids, is that the best shot we can get or the first shot we can get? And in most instances, it's the first shot we can get. And they know that. They're just used to doing that. But we'll probably have to learn some hard lessons along the way to figure that out.
Mike, is all the paperwork in for your second signee?
Yeah, Idris coming. It's been a long process, so it's good.
What do you like about him as far as a player?
Fabulous athlete. He's off the charts athletically. He's been hurt, so I can't tell you that we've seen him a lot. We saw him early. John and Greg both really liked him. I saw him in. You just kind of whoa! I mean, this guy can really run and jump. He's like a 6'3", 6'4" guy in a 6'10" body and 230. He doesn't look 230 at all. I mean, you look at him, but he carries that weight so easily. So he's probably a little rusty right now. He hasn't played for 5 months because he broke his elbow. But boy, can he motor.
What kind of role would you see him in here? If he's 230 at that height, and he could do
Well,
Crossover-
you know, we lose
crossover
Richard,
things?
and that was really I think he stacks up favorably.
With I'm sorry, with who?
Richard, I mean,
Yeah.
Richard, we lose David, so he's strong. He pursues the ball. He can really rebound. He's obviously he's a little inexperienced. Again, he's another one of the African kids that grew up playing soccer, like most of them, and but he's competitive, and if we can focus on getting him to just go get every ball, we can lob to him, and all those kinds of things. So those kinds of athletes are tough to come by.